From unmanned AI-powered drones taking to the skies in deadly assaults to satellite scanners locating specific targets through thousands of images instantly, artificial intelligence is growing rapidly, and with what we're seeing unfold in Israel, it's a high possibility that we're going to see it play an immense role and really learn the art of war in the coming weeks. Now, the use of AI-powered drones, and we're going to talk about AI-powered satellites in just a moment, is not something that is all that new. Now, earlier this month in Ukraine, because remember, we have a world at war in multiple places right now, Ukraine was grappling with another complex, large-scale Russian drone attack overnight. This is English.nv.ua news. This is the new voice of Ukraine news. Russia says here, the Russian military launched a massive attack on Ukraine overnight on October 5th to 6th, with drones moving in different groups. The head of the Joint Press Center of the Southern Defense Forces of Ukraine, Natalia Humenyuk, said on national television. So Russia right now is using these drones to fly over Ukraine and find targets or just do scanning for their GPS, because it's beginning to be a trend that before a military force moves in on a ground occupation, they will scan the skies with these AI drones and then use AI image recognition to locate specific targets or unmanned, unguarded routes so they can plan the best entry into their destination. But this isn't it, because Ukraine as well already has 2,000 AI-powered drones that they have given to their troops. So this is becoming an air war, much less made up of, fighter jets and paragliders like we'd see in the older days. This is becoming an automated war of unmanned drones, finding targets, sending the intel back to the base, and then, if equipped, delivering a payload to their target. Now, the drone is actually mentioned here. This is the Autel Evo Max 4T drone, were purchased with funds from the state program named Army of Drones, Fedorov said, and that is Mayor Ivan Fedorov in Ukraine. He says they will assist in safely carrying out reconnaissance, adjusting artillery fire, and uncovering even well-concealed Russian objectives thanks to artificial intelligence. Now, I actually looked up these drones, so we can take a look at these, and let me resize this screen here for you. So this right here is Autel Robotics, and in particular, this is the Evo Max 4T. So these are actually the drones that are flying around in Ukraine, Russia, Israel, Palestine, over all of them. This is the drone. They come in right at $9,000 a drone. So Ukraine itself has 2,000 of these. I mean, you do the math, that is insane. So we can actually look at the specs here if we scroll down. We can see that it has autonomous flight path finding. So Autel's autonomy engine collects surrounding environmental data and plans 3D flight paths through complex environments such as mountains, forests, and buildings. Use cases include rapid 3D scene reconstruction, public safety overwatch, industrial inspection, and land surveying. And you can kind of see an image of that right there. And rapid 3D scene reconstruction, that means as it is surveying a land, it can be sending this 3D map with identified targets, terrain, or pathing back to someone at a base up to 12 miles away. And that's the thing, this thing has a 12-mile range, so that's pretty good. Navigation in GPS-denied environments. This is advanced sensors allow the Evo Max 4T to navigate within hardened structures, so like factories or warehouses, underground or in environments without GPS, and then accurate object identification and tracking. This is what they're actually using to identify and follow targets. Based on Autel's AI recognition technology, the Evo Max 4T can automatically identify and lock onto different types of targets, such as heat sources, moving people, or vehicles, and achieve high-altitude tracking and data collection for law enforcement. Now, these, like I said, $9,000, these don't come equipped with a payload, because that is, that's not their primary function. They weren't built to be a machine of war. They were built to be a surveillance or a toolkit item, essentially. But, you send these to Ukraine, you send these to Russia, you send these to Israel, and they acquire them. They can easily equip them with a payload, so target identification and, well, dispatching of a target from up to 12 miles away using an AI drone. So this is the camera that comes on these. There is a laser rangefinder, which coordinates an altitude rapidly from up to 3/4 of a mile away. It has a wide camera, and it's 8K, so it has an 8K optical zoom up to 10x, and a 160x max hybrid zoom. That is insane. It also, of course, has a thermal camera as well, which operates at 30 frames per second. So this is the ultimate object avoidance. So it is the only commercial drone that combines traditional binocular vision systems with millimeter wave radar technology. This allows it to perceive objects down to half an inch, eliminating blind spots. So half an inch, if you're shooting at it, it can recognize it. So let's it's absolutely insane technology. Anti-jam, anti-interference, which is crazy. It says it can fly confidently near power lines, critical structures, and in complex areas. It also has the drone industry's first mesh networking technology, so that means all 2,000 of those Ukrainian drones can be talking to another. It says enabling drone-to-drone autonomous communication, connection, and collaboration, because these are all running on machine learning, so they are learning and growing and evolving as their scene or as their mission or objective is evolving alongside it. So you can see it has strong anti-interference, full fleet control, enhanced range, up to 12 miles for a swarm, and of course, beyond line of sight applications. And here is the little pad that the operator will see. So it's pretty crazy technology. But this is also being deployed in Israel, or at least we can imagine, because back in 2021, we see this right here. And this is, let me move myself over here. This is back in July 6th of 2021. Israel uses first ever AI-guided combat drone swarm in Gaza attack. So this is Israel attacking Gaza. Says swarms of flying robots could change the way wars are fought. In recent years, its use has seen a surge in war zones. And you can see these right here. Now, I do not believe these are the Evo Max 4Ts. They do look a bit different. I don't know. Let me know what you think. They do look a bit different. Of course, they've added the landing gear there. It can cover a large area and continue its mission, even if it loses drones in its mission. It only requires a single human operator to direct it towards the target. So this is back in 2021. You can see that it was still human guided. And now, in 2023, of course, AI has advanced immensely. It has all of these autonomous and machine learning capabilities. So it's really crazy. The world is getting crazy. I can only imagine that we're going to see more and more of this. And this is only the drone part of it. All of these images that are taken go up into a satellite which has AI-powered image recognition. So you can kind of think of it, if you copy an image off the internet, go in and use Midjourney's describe feature, it will describe the image for you and then kick out new images which it deems like a reference or somewhat of a synonym for the image that you gave it. And that's really what the military is using as well when they're looking at thousands and thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, of time-lapsed images of whatever zone they are looking for. They can say, we want to look for this specific person with these facial features. If you've ever watched a crime show, you've seen the facial recognition. So they plug facial recognition into their AI imaging program, and then it scans, like I said, up to hundreds of thousands of time-lapsed images to find, then locate that person, and then the AI drone can go in with a payload and of course do their job. So it's all getting very intense. I would love to start a conversation. Let me know what you think about all of this down in the comments, and if you want to see more of this, like the video, subscribe, and I do hope to see you on the next one.